All right, daily bias for Wednesday, March 25th. Still in this same general range that we have been in all week since this Monday news. So honestly, I'm open to longs or shorts. I'm open to longs if we come up and close above these internal highs and then show that we want to continue higher. I definitely wouldn't want to target these internal highs just because there's a ton of rejection wicks, a ton of internal sweeps on liquidity that have already happened. And it doesn't look like we want to go higher from this general area and price. So if we do go higher and continue past it and prove that we want to go higher, then I'll be willing to take longs in that scenario. Shorts, ideally the most textbook shorts would come if we displace past this hourly gap and then target these new lows down here. Zooming in a little bit though, maybe target these lows. How far away are they? 140 points away. We're currently holding this 15-minute fair value gap right now, so may or may not target these lows depending on how clear it is, just because I don't necessarily expect us to expand 300 points, right? Just with the way that this price action is, and because we have already, this is just an area of rejection. I don't know if I would mind taking shorts here. This is also Asia lows, so that also makes sense. So, like, if we continue to hold this 15-minute and reject lower, can potentially target these internal lows, but the highest quality trade would obviously come, if we displace past them, past the 1 hour gap, and then targeting these lows down here. But we have more built up low resistance sell side liquidity to the downside, so I would say shorts are probably higher probability, but never good when you're within a range, within a range, right? So just waiting for obvious displacement in either direction and only taking longs if we continue past these highs. So we will see what happens. Hopefully we get better moving price action today than Monday, Tuesday have been so far this week.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
All right, accidentally messed up my risk a little bit, but in on this. I mean, literally break even at this low here. Yeah, SMT's at the highs all over the place. Strong 5-minute candle close. I mean, no way we edge the break-even point, bruh. All right, break even at that internal low. Essentially a 1-to-1 risk to reward. Entry was on this 5-minute candle close there, so
Order filled.
And I'm going to close it for a winning day there just to secure payout. If we're going to reject that hard, I hope we deliver, because this is a good trade that yeah, this is a good trade that but like, just with the overall market conditions, securing a winning day to secure a payout. So yeah, was debating on whether or not I just wanted to secure another winning day or go for a full win. So rejecting off of the internal low. Nothing structurally wrong about this trade, so we'll see if it ends up playing out or not. Yeah, that might have been a little bit of an emotional early exit, but secured a winning day. My 5th winning day, secured a payout. So can't really complain too much about it, in my opinion. Yeah, SMT's all over the place, and compared with ES, if we wanted to go higher, we would have done so already. Clean 5-minute candle closes down, break even at the internal low. And just because of the overall market conditions, like, less confidence in us actually delivering. And so if I can just secure that winning day today, that's why I closed it early. So we'll see if price ends up flushing here. We closed below it on the 5-minute candle, so looks pretty good to continue all the way down to the sell side. So I'm gonna pause the recording real quick and then come back and see if we actually do deliver or not. All right, yeah, so I definitely would have gotten break even here. Not really a fan of how I executed, to be honest. Just with the kind of just rapid, instant, emotional break even, you could say. But my thought process still remains, like, the higher time frames are chopped. It makes sense that we would, securing that's the ups and not the ups and downs of props, but that's just the dilemma that the prop firms put you in, and they make you have to make these emotional decisions on the spot because of their rules, right? So that's how they get a lot of traders, to force them to become emotional. And I mean, there's really nothing to regret about it. The trade would have gotten break even regardless. The reason I did that is because the high time frame conditions are chopped, the low time frame conditions are chopped, and it was a good trade that was presented. I took it, went and break even, started to reject, took a winning day, secured a payout, and that's what really matters. That's what really matters, is just securing profit that I can actually take to my bank account. It'll be about a $1,100 payout, so just over $1,000. So yeah, it's a good day. Can't complain. Trade would have gotten break even regardless. And that's, like I said, it's just hard to expect NQ to sufficiently deliver right now. It's just hard to expect NQ to sufficiently deliver to these draws and liquidity. So I really hope that this price action clears up, but I keep saying this: if you can make money in this market and this garbage barcode, if you can make money here, you will rinse these props. You will rinse whenever price actually starts to trend again, and it's only a matter of time. Please do not, if you're struggling in this price action, do not let it discourage you. Do not let it discourage you. This price action, it's you don't want to just completely blame price action for everything, right? It's bad price action. You should stay out of it, and you should definitely be implementing rules to protect yourself. And if you're not doing that, just understand, times will get better. So yeah, I guess that's the live analysis, live trade, to secure the 5th winning day on this account for a a payout. So I like this 5-minute displacement. Prioritizing the higher time frame closes. I was never zoomed in to the 1-minute chart before taking this entry. Like literally, this was solely based off of the 5-minute, 15-minute. Not even wanting to zoom in that to the 1-minute just because of how chopped and how noisy it can truly be. And like we could still deliver here, right? We're still holding this 5-minute. We could still deliver here. The thing is, it's just NQ isn't delivering efficiently, right? And that's the biggest thing. So yeah, honestly I had to make sure to check my trading journal to make sure that I actually did have 5 winning days. I just wanted to be extra cautious. So this was the first payout that I took, and then we have 1 winning day, 2 winning days, 3 winning days, because I took a winning day here on another trade that would have gotten break even. So that's 3, and then 4 with this win, and then 5 today. So that is 5 winning days, and it'll be just over $1,000, $1,100 or so payout. And then yeah, so gonna keep milking this Top Step account until it's eventually blown, and then we'll be shifting over into these Lucid accounts and using these Lucid accounts to actually start to scale up my trading. I think the next thing from here is to, like, after I'm done milking this Top Step 50K, is I will then scale to 3 Lucid accounts. And then the goal is to obviously get payouts on those. And then after I'm comfortable with 3 accounts, then scaling to 5. I don't want to just jump straight into 5 accounts right off the rip, going from 1 to 5. That seems like that's a lot bigger of a jump. So I think going to 3 is a very good way to pace it. And I'm excited because these Lucid accounts are going to be very cheap. I think if we just go to Lucid Trading right now, start trading, blah blah blah. Let's say these flex accounts are literally the exact same as Top Step. So let's say we want to do trade C, whatever. Enter code FLOW. Literally 50% off. $65. There's no activation fee, so it's like you're just paying $65 for the eval, no activation fee. So I could literally blow 3 of these and still have like the same amount of dollars put in as if I was trading a Top Step account, right? So it gives me a lot of flexibility. The first 2 are 50% off, and then like the next 5 are 40% off. The first 2 are 50% off if you're new to Lucid. Then the next 5 are 40% off, and then after that everything is 30% off. So really good deals. And yeah, I'm partnered with Lucid now, so if you use Lucid, if you're already using Lucid, if you want to support me, use code FLOW at checkout. I'd really appreciate it. Link is in the description below. But yeah, it feels good to secure another payout. And the biggest difference to me that I can feel is once you just start to get the ball rolling in the right direction, once you start to, like, getting my first payout, once you get to that point, you've already built the good habits to get there, and then it's like you don't have to worry so much about the result. You can just trade, and that's the biggest thing. Like I don't know, it's just been a little bit of a shift, like, because you know it's possible for yourself. You always see these other people on social media getting payouts, and you want it so bad for yourself, but you keep not having success. And when you don't have success for so long, a sustained period, it's natural to start to doubt yourself. Is this really for me? Is this really possible? Can I actually do this? And once you actually do, take a month. It takes a month of solely focusing and dialing in, and just a month of following your rules, dude. It can change that fast. It can change that fast, dude. I have it written down right here. It's inverted on the camera. February, I will follow my rules. This is the month I follow my rules. Check marks all over the place. I had 2 days where I didn't follow them, and I still got a payout. March, I did the exact same thing just because it worked for February. Damn near every single day this month, except for 1 day. I think it was last week when I didn't go break even on the internal low. But it takes 1 month to get a payout of just following your rules. Just and then once you get there, and I'm not saying I'm nowhere close to where I want to be, right? I'm not saying like I'm this. I'm just saying what once you see it, it starts to become real, once you actually withdraw money to your bank account and you make this real, there's a mental shift that goes on up here naturally, and it just everything becomes possible. You stop worrying about is this real, and you just start focusing on actually trading, right? You can just actually just execute. You don't have this nagging feeling in the back of your mind trying to, oh, I have to take a trade today. I have to force something because I have to make this work by X deadline. No. That kind of starts to go away a little bit, and you can just trade, and it's so freeing. It's so freeing. It's so freeing. So that's enough yapping for this video. This video is already long enough. So NQ, hopefully it wakes up. Hopefully it starts to move more efficiently. But I'm just super proud of myself for being able to secure these payouts and like literally the toughest and worst market conditions that I've probably faced throughout my whole career of futures trading. 2.5, 2.5 years. It might be even longer than 2.5 years. These might be the worst market conditions and the toughest market conditions that I've faced, and this is where I'm actually starting to find success. So I'm just super proud of myself. Ultimately, it comes down to you. Are you going to do the things that you say you're going to do? It comes down to you. You're the only one clicking the button. And once you actually, that's the biggest thing too. This year, I started to actually take responsibility for the trades that I was taking, right? It's no one else's fault. It's not the market's fault. It's your fault. You're the only one taking the trades that you know that you're not supposed to be taking. And if you can stay in the game, if you can have days where you don't blow up, right? If you can have proper risk management, you're still able to make mistakes along the way and still get payouts. I just showed you I had 2 days in February where I broke my rules. I had 1 day this month where I broke my rules. But as long as you stay in the game, and you don't have that 1 day where you just blow everything up, you just blow your account in 1 day, or you overtrade. I haven't had one of those days yet. As long as you stay in the game, you can still have slip-ups. Slip-ups are normal. We're human. So that's the other biggest difference that I can tell. Is I've never had one of those days where I've just completely blown up and blown the account and blown a full XFA, and when I've done that many times. I've overtraded so many times, but I haven't done that since coming back to making these videos and documenting every single thing. That's the biggest difference, and that's why I'm finding success. It comes down to you. I know that's what everybody says, but it's so real. It literally comes down to you. You are the problem. It's you. Just please follow your rules because it's so freeing. I'm not saying I'm not anywhere where I want to be, right? Like I'm still striving. But just seeing this small form of success, it's so freeing, and I'm just so proud of myself. And I think it's good to be proud of yourself. It's good to you know, so yeah, I don't even know what else to say. Another payout secured. This trade would have gotten break even. And yeah, let me know if you guys took a trade today. Shorts were really the only thing that I saw possible for me personally, but like I said, I was never scaled into like the 1 minute chart. But obviously if you took longs, those didn't play out, and then shorts got pretty much edged. We even edged this hourly low down here as well, so just didn't deliver. And yeah, let me know if you took a trade or not. And yeah, man, it feels good. Feels good. So I appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.